Good morning, everyone. Sorry, this is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Wealth Management Podcast from MPInvest.com. So, MPInvest.com is a wealth management company that helps you with your wealth management by diversifying your investment into the right category of asset classes at the right time to ensure that you reap amazing returns. So now that's enough of MPI Invest. Let's talk about what's happening in the investment market. So talking about investment markets, so we are always talking about a stock market. Why is that so? So many times, many of you feel is this stock market podcast? Is it just human because Srikanth speaks mostly about stock market, but then everything that you see around us linked to this stock market. So that's exactly why I say a stock market is something very important, which many people don't realize. So if you see bank interest rates going up, it is because the stock market has shown some deflection there. If you see gold prices going up, there is something again. So most of these deflections are easier to find at the stock market levels than looking at a bond or a FD interest rate. So FD interest rates, if you look at monitor FD interest rates, it doesn't give any data to you. No. But if you monitor what's happening in the stock market, that definitely will give some data. Because if the stock market is going up, that could mean that simple interest rates may go down, and not only that, even the gold prices will come down. So at this point of time, if you looked at the title of this podcast, I had given this that gold prices are down, crude oil prices are down, Indian stock market down. What next, right? So one simple thing that you need to understand: the markets have rallied enough in the last 2 months. I would say the December and now January starting also it has rallied enough, and it has to see some correction. This is just part of normal correction. Yesterday, if you see both the institutions, both FIAs and DIAs have actually sold in the Indian market. Now, is that a point to worry? Definitely not. It is just partial profit booking. That's a part of the market. Now, why should you worry? Now, after Indian markets closed, the US markets have actually fallen big. You know why? It's because the Federal Reserve meeting minutes came out yesterday, which said that the interest rates may not have cut in March. So what? So what if it doesn't happen in March? It was just like markets needed a reason to book some profits, and we could see that big profit being booked. Of course, in U.S. market, if you see Nasdaq, the fall was led by Apple and Tesla, which was an intrinsic news. Naturally, they are the heavyweights in Nasdaq, so that has fallen down. But if you see Dow and S&P 500, it's not that much down like Nasdaq. So naturally, when Nasdaq is down, Indian IT sector goes down. So that negativity is there in the IT sector at this point of time. So does it mean the bull run is over? Definitely not. So bull markets are always like this. Whenever there's such a big rally, there are also some big crashes. But from there, it recovers so fast. Many times, people think, let me wait till the bottom comes and I will start investing. But 99.9% people can't catch that bottom. I would say rather almost 100% people cannot catch that bottom, and then they miss out the rally that comes in. So if you want to actually stay invested in the mutual fund or a stock market, simple thing is always do a SIP. Don't try to time the market. That will never happen. So at this point of time, well, let me tell you some logical things. Gold prices are down. What does it mean? Why would people move money out of gold? Naturally, because they feel the market's going to go up. Where else do they invest in? Is it not? So that is a positive thing. That is going to happen. If not today, if not tomorrow, if this next week, the next month, it may happen anytime. But you cannot time it, right? Now, does it mean you should not have investment in gold? Should you pull out all your investment from gold? Definitely not. Again, who knows what's going to come in future? So nobody knows that. So that's exactly why we need to diversify our funds into different investment asset baskets, right? So that's exactly what we do at MPI Invest. So we do vary the allocation percentage to each of these asset classes based on market conditions, and that is exactly what is wealth management. So wealth management does not just mean just finding the right mutual fund or finding the right FD, but it is more than that. So we need to analyze every aspect of the investment world from across the globe, and that helps you decide on the right investment path. So that's something very important. This is something what many people miss out on, and many people think we are a stock market company. We are not, but we are a company that analyzes the entire investment market based on the stock markets. So that's exactly what we do. Now, talking further about markets, if you see India, Indian markets yesterday fallen big, majorly was led by the heavyweights, the Reliance and the HDFC. And apart from that, we could see the IT stocks also weakening. That is naturally because the US markets are seen weaker at this point of time. So today also we might see the weakness continuing, but then banks, I would say it was more of the bank nifty expiry yesterday, which probably led to that fall in HDFC. But again, if you talk about Reliance has kind of rallied up well. It was close to its all-time high, so some correction there is also okay with it. So I see a lot of media saying that it is that reason, this reason, but then simple. Let me tell you, in the stock market, I've seen with my experience, the markets do correct for no reason and starts rallying up also for no reason. So one important thing is staying invested again on a SIP mode. That's something which is always important, right? So by the way, when we all start investing, let me tell you about four important things in your life in investing. The four most important things that you need to do for your investing is everybody should have in their life. First one is a health insurance. Yes, absolutely right. Health insurance is something very important because many a times people have lost most of their savings when one of the family member got admitted in a hospital. Hospitals have become so costly, so it's better you have a health insurance first. Second most important is having an emergency fund. Yes, so when you have money, you should also keep some fund aside for as an emergency fund, and this emergency fund should not be kept in your bank account but should be kept somewhere else, which is not quickly accessible but maybe accessible without any lock-in. Maybe 1 or 2 days you can get the money back. Third, you should have SIP investment, a monthly investment habit that needs to be cultivated. That may be into a bond, that may be into a in mutual fund even it could be into gold or whatever it is. But it has to have a monthly investment. That brings a discipline of investment. The fourth most important one is, of course, when you're building a beautiful tower of your investments, have your term plan in place so that if at all, when you get busy with your building your Taj Mahal or your investment portfolio, if at all, God forbid something happens to us, our family should not suffer and their dreams should not suffer. That is why you should have a term plan. So these are four aspects everyone should have in their life. If you don't have it, you need to make a plan. By the way, many people, what they do is, okay, four things are known. Now let me go buy a health insurance. Let me go start SIP. Let me go, take a term plan. No, there are certain calculations to be done, certain things to be looked at, facts to be looked at. Only then, after the proper analysis, should we go for the right one. For that is what we help you. So schedule a meeting with us at www.mpiinvest.com, or of course put a WhatsApp message on this number, what you can see on the scroll here, WhatsApp number, and our team will help you schedule a meeting and we will help you with all those things. So apart from that, if you look at markets, today is the expiry, the weekly expiry, the first expiry in Jan. So it's very important that we look at the market from the point of view of as an expiry. So markets can be volatile, but then since the market has kind of fallen all this while, there can be chances of a bounce back trying to happen by end of the day. So however, the second half would be interesting to watch. Do watch it out. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Right? So goodbye. Have a great day. See you tomorrow with more details.